Keep your hair on, Simple will make things better.
We caught up with South African-born UK-based Lord Jason Scott on a transplant trip to Cape Town.
Initially decided to do the hair transplant because I felt that I had done everything else. I had done the holidays, I had done the house, I had pretty much bought myself everything I needed to buy. And I spoke to my father about it, and he said, well, what bothers you? Is there anything that bothers you? I said, well, no. So I got a broken nose from, way too much time on the rugby field, and I probably could lose a bit of weight. And then he went, no, something that literally is just you. It's not about for someone else. And like most men, I had a thinning crown. I was starting to get a bagel, what they call a bagel. I was losing hair all around the side. And I thought, well, I'd love to get hair, but I suppose I could never get that. No amount of money in the world to get my hair back. And he went, well, actually, there is some places. I was talking about Quinton Chong, someone that we had known for years back. And he said, Jason, you need to see his hair. It's insane. And I went out to YouTube and found a clip of Quinton. And I just thought, that is amazing. Who did that? Called back to Cape Town, found out that MHR had done it. And decided I would book an appointment. Spoke to the gentleman on the phone, and he said, don't book an appointment, just come down and do it. We're quiet in the books for a change, and trust me, you will never look back.
Surgery is done with a mild tranquilizer. These days, even completely bald areas can be restored in 1 or 2 sessions.
Genetic hair loss affects 80% of the male population. As much as 20% of 20-year-olds, 30% of 30-year-olds, 40% of 40-year-olds, etc., are affected by genetic hair loss. It is a medical condition. Just like we inherit asthma or high blood pressure, but we only lose hair in a horseshoe shape on the top of the head. The sides and the back always spared. The little thing that sits inside the skin is called the follicle, and that sits about 1/2 centimeter beneath the skin. In a genetically predisposed individual, somebody's inherited this either from the mother or the father, or certainly a combination of the two. There's a tiny little thing sitting microscopic in shape on the wall of the follicle called a receptor. And the best way to think of a receptor is like a little lock. Already from the age of 13, 80% of young boys, the hair starts thinning out. What happens at 13? Male hormone kicks in. And that is very much like a little key that fits specifically into that lock. And it causes the hair not just to fall out, but it becomes thinner, finer, lighter, shorter. We call that process miniaturization, and eventually it disappears. We don't even notice that disappearing. The hair on the sides and the back develops embryonically in the baby from a different area. It never has that lock. So the hormone's there, but it can't fit in. So many years ago, 35 years ago, they said, well, if this is the good hair on the sides, why don't we take a plug out here and plug it into the front? And lo and behold, the hair grew, but it looked like donkeying on Viagra, or a sort of Barbie doll look, and it left terrible scars. Now, bearing in mind that was 35 years ago, and the stigma is still attached today. Today, it is a totally natural and undetectable procedure where we do individual single little hairs at a time.
The donor hair is dissected into tiny grafts containing 2 to 3 hair follicles. These are then grafted into the balding scalp with a minimal depth incision technique.
Honestly, I went from having no hairline to having this little hairline. I shaved my head. I didn't mind the fact that I had this big scar on the back of my head. It must have been 3 months before I realized people at work were going, have you done something? Have you lost weight? Have you had a tan? You work it out. And it was purely because all of a sudden I had a little hairline. As far as scarring is concerned, it's a long cut to the back of your head, which is back here, which very few men don't grow the hair on the back of their head. Also, the moment you've got hair, you want to grow your hair, so you are going to cover the scar. As far as pain is concerned, there's a short prick in the beginning, straight into your arm. The drugs immediately fill you up. And you just feel very relaxed, very calm. And there's an entire team around you who are constantly repeating the doctor's instructions, who are constantly asking you questions, keeping you alert. And the whole thing just feels very organized.
By far, the most important thing is to keep what you've got, to prevent any further hair loss. Once that hair's fallen out, no potions, no lotions, and certainly no laser light can ever bring that hair back. So that's where we come in. So it's really a twofold procedure. Number 1 would be to keep what you've got. Number 2, replace what you've lost. We do not change a person in any way. We're simply giving back what they had. And the whole idea with a hair transplant is it should be totally natural, totally undetectable. In the wrong hands, it can be a total disaster. If you notice a hair transplant, it's a bad hair transplant. The only transplant ever seen is a bad one. A good hair transplant, totally natural, totally undetectable.
Not a hair out of place, which means every day is a good hair day.
Hello, doctor.